Moving on to the fourth on the programme, race number 4 is the Collection Handicap, a brilliant winner of the Derby back in 2009, the shortest price winner this century as well at 140 was. Winning Controller heads the list now with Romantic Chef coming out. Splendor and Gold, last start winner over the 1400 metres, gets up to the mile. Flash Famous run up behind Chu Chow Kid. Course and distance last time out. Empire Star be ridden by Hugh Bowman from Barrier 2. High Rev, David Hall and James McDonald teaming up here from Barrier 3. And down to Management Star, goes up in class after his last start course and distance win. And Dashing Dart, who's run up behind I Do last time out. He's a 2-time course and distance winner in the past. Empire Star and Circuit 3 are the horses that have been up at Chungpa within the last month.
Well, Romantic Chef looked the potential leader, but he's scratched and replaced by Winning Controller, who came from near the tail last start to finish 4th, but he is, if you look right back through his form, a noted front runner, so maybe he takes over that mantle. I get the feeling there's a possible chance they might roll forward with Chaparral Star from that wide barrier, but overall there didn't seemingly seem to be a huge amount of pace.
First one we'll have a look at here is Empire Star. He's been consistent without winning this horse. John Moore's got him now, he's had him for a while. Hugh Bowman, he should get a nice run though from barrier number 2. He shouldn't be too far away. You can see he's under decent holds as well as he comes down to finish off his work. Circuit 3, I thought he was looking like he'd lost a bit of weight, this horse, after a second start. I made him a horse to follow, but a little bit worried about it. Maybe he's just a little bit too light now, but you can see even work for him. His first run was good, his second one wasn't. High Rev's been going really well in the morning. He's been plagued by wide draws, this horse. He's finally got a good draw, and he's up to 1,600 metres, and he is bred to stay, so I think that's a positive, and the blinkers will go back on him.
All right, we'll have a look at High Rev in a moment or so. Let's start off though with the last start winner, Splendor and Gold, and jockey Umberto Rispoli.
Umberto, Splendor and Gold, what were your thoughts on his last start win?
Well, it was a nice effort from the back to the field. The horse showed some nice turn of foot. I wish then step up on the 1600 is going to give him more chance to balance himself better and finish strongly like he did last time.
Looking at that last start win, to my eye, didn't look like he was travelling all that well. Is that because the distance didn't suit him, or is he just a new horse still learning what racing's about?
Well, you know, his first start, he was quite sharp for him, 1200. I chased him all the way at the back, and he finished off pretty good, actually. And step up straight away on the 1400 was a good decision. And but we are pretty confident that the horse can handle 16 for sure. And, you know, he's a nice type of horse. He's improved a lot. He's still a bit green, but he can give me a good race.
He's had about 5 weeks since that run. You've ridden him in his track work. Has he come on since then?
Yeah. Actually, he's doing everything so far. Everything is perfect. Like I say, he's in very good shape. He improved after his last start, but you know, every time you step up from 14, 16, sometimes can be too early. But we are pretty confident with him.
What about the draw?
Yeah, that doesn't help a lot. But, you know, he's a horse, then he came from behind. So I would try to find some nice spot in middle of the field and race from there.
All right, there's Splendor and Gold getting up and trip, Umberto Rispoli. Next one we're going to have a look at a couple of key races. Flash Famous, look at the trials for Flash Famous. What do we make of him coming back?
Yeah, I think this is his go, the mile, Class 4. He did win his race last season over the 1400 metres in this class, but he's certainly shown this season that a mile might be better. That was the case last start behind Chu Chow Kid, who's had a reasonable run of things this season himself. He was pushed out a little bit this morning. Maybe he's not a morning glory. I don't know. I'll have to ask you, Paul.
Yeah, no, he does okay in his track work, but he's asking me because I watch the track work. I can see you sniggering.
Right.
Is he a sleepy head in the morning?
But the 11 put me off. He drew 3 last time.
All right, back to High Rev then.
Yeah.
He's shown a bit of ability. He's had 4 starts, but he's shown he can gallop a bit.
Yeah, he's really pushed out in this particular 1,000 metres. The 1,600 metres looks ideal for him. They were just putting the blinkers back on him. He was a little bit sluggish, but once, I thought the best part of this trial was the last 50 metres. He sort of came back under the bit and he went nicely. So, look, I think he'll settle midfield with these blinkers on, and I just really like him up to 1,600.
David Hall and James McDonald will team up with Ho Ho Khan in the feature, the Derby itself. He's place favourite at this stage. Paul, who's on top there?
I'm going to go with that High Rev with the blinkers on, over 1,600 metres. Being by Fastnet Rock, he's been crying out for the 1,600. He's had a couple of wide draws at his last, sort of 2 out of his last 3 starts. He's drawn ideally in Barrier 3 and visiting jockey James McDonald on. He'll do me. Spinner and Gold, he should run nicely as well. Just worried about the Baron 9 for him. Dashing Dart's been running well with a lightweight, and Empire Star doesn't win out of turn, but is pretty consistent. 9, 2, 14, 7. Happy to go the 9 each way. I think we'll get an each way price on him.
I like Splendor and Gold. I don't think this is an overly strong race, so I'm happy for him to just sit back from the 9 early. We saw in that replay there, he just kept working to the line well. I think on the A course, they can sit back, get a bit of cover and then come wide, and potentially I think he'll get over the top of these. A Dashing Dart, Empire Star, they'll get their chance again, and Flash Famous. So 2, 14, 7 and 3.
All right. I got the same cue as Paul once more, same 4 numbers in actual fact. We've all got the 2, 7 and 14 in there. That's the first leg of the triple trio.
Bang.
There you go. We're off and running. Next up for us is the first leg of the 6-up race number 5. That's up next.